And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the semifinals of the Tenacious Turtle Tussle number 27. Ooh, we had some drama in the chat. As in the quarterfinals, we had Cristiano wishing his opponent luck in the semis, and of course, this player here, Gerald, was actually in the chat. He was like, "What the hell, man?" So, what? But Papi, we're brothers. Oh my god! How could you cheer for the Terran? How could you? The drama. And here we go, we're getting to our next series, we're getting into our semifinals, and spawning in the bottom right hand corner of El Dorado, we have the Polish Protoss player, the red Protoss. Representing Streamer Zone, it is Gerald. And spawning in the bottom left hand corner, we have the American Terran player, we have the blue Terran. Representing the Platinum Heroes, it is Vindicta. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. I'll be honest, coming into a series against Cristiano was a favorite player, 100%. Cristiano, he was the favorite player. Cristiano, I would say he's, again, quickly risen as one of the best Protoss players in all of Europe. I would say maybe top 5 Protoss in Europe at the moment. And I would even go as far as to say that as I would typically place Cristiano even slightly above, if not very comparable here, to Gerald. Cristiano and Gerald, they're almost two sides of the same coin. They're very close in skill, very different playstyle wise is what I will say. Very different playstyle wise, but very close in skill nonetheless. So even though I would usually say, yeah, Gerald, he's also favored, Migs, he's been crazy. He's been popping up, Fabi. Oh my god. Miguelito, calm down. He's been looking very impressive here tonight, and already to make it to the semifinals is an achievement here for Vindicta. Can he go even further? Or will the favorite player make it to the finals? Personally, I just want an ace match. That's all I want. I would just want an ace match, but let's go. Here we go. We know who Cristiano's cheering for, at least. No. He betrayed the Brotherhood of Protoss. Well, I mean, they're countrymen, Papi, you know? Like Cristiano and Gerald. They're part of the Polish Protoss posse. All the Polish Protosses. Aye. He showed his true colors. A Terran within. Not like this. Not like this. For now, though, we do have our Twilight Council opener out of Gerald. Opening up Twilight Council. Meanwhile, Vindicta back at home, of course, heading into his natural, is a Rax Expand opener into a delayed factory. Opening up, settling in. Bunkers on the way. It's going to be on Vindicta to preserve his army, of course, to keep that SCV safe and to get that bunker up and running. And he will be able to. Bunker is done. And Vindicta is secure. From here, we're settling in. Ooh. Gerald's going for a proxy pylon here to scout. Checking for any drop play. Checking for drops. And likewise, Gerald will be going for his own scout into main base with that hallucination. When it comes to the main base setup here, Migs, he is getting into his own drop play. We have the medevac in production, Widowmine as well. So opening up Widowmine drop, we'll see how committed it's going to be, whether he goes for a single Widowmine or if he gets into more. The answer is only one. Only one Widowmine straight into add-ons. So not the most committed drop. This is mainly just for scouting information. Oh! Forcing friendly fire! Nicely done there by Gerald. Cheeky moves. Does force a friendly fire. And I know that I was hyping up Vindicta for making it this far in the tournament and for bringing down Cristiano. I should also sing praises of Gerald as well, as his big achievements, his big accolade was getting second place in the House of Galactic Battle. If you missed out on the Polish land, I do recommend the VODs, as the drop is shut down, it is spotted, and forced to unload. So nice defense here from Gerald, denies the drop. But in that LAN event, again, it happened a couple weeks ago, we saw Gerald take down Spirit in the semifinals. It was a crazy result and a crazy upset. Everyone was singing praises of Spirit, I mean myself included, about how he was the favorite player to win the tournament and to win it all. But Gerald, he shut him down in those semifinals in a very impressive series in that best of 5. And mate, if you can take down Spirit, there aren't many Terran players in the world that you can't bring down. Be out there, he's the beast, he's a mad lad, if you will. So, Gerald, he's definitely peaking at the moment when it comes to his skill. It's peaking. And we'll see if Vindicta can rise to the challenge. Catching up the medevac. Behind the Stim is on the way. Stim +1, throwing down 3 more Raxes. Once again, a 5-rack setup. The question becomes, is Vindicta going to go for a 2-base all-in, or is he going to throw down a 3rd CC? So far, this is the same setup that we saw last game against Cristiano from Miguelito. From Migs. Behind this, we have the 3rd base on the way for Gerald, getting to his own Colossus production. Unlike Cristiano, we do see a faster Colossus out of Gerald, faster Bay, delayed +1 and delayed charge instead. So he will have earlier and a larger Colossus count as the game progresses. As Gerald is poking in, knocking down the depot. Does not get down. Likewise, Mig's coming with Raven Harass. Hits that 3rd base. There's a shield battery. Gerald to secure. That shield battery is in position. The natural is more exposed. And probes are going to be going down. Not bad. Catching out 2, 3, soon to be 4 probe kills, 5 probes even. Very nice damage. Raven survives. But again, the Colossus count is building up. He's already got 1, now to 2. 2 Colossus. Temple Archives on the way for Storm, 4 Archons. And Geralt is taking up and getting ready for the eventual push. Speaking of, here it comes. And I don't see a 3rd CC yet. I don't see no 3rd. Adept Shades in, delays the push. Gets an SCV. And as Migs moves out, Geralt, he's here to slow him down. He's here to slow him down. To pick up Marines. Maybe even a tank, which would be crazy, but that's what he wants. 1 Marine goes down. And behind this, Migs, he does not pull the boys, but he doesn't have a 3rd CC yet. Very committed. He has to trade well here. He has to get damage done. If not even just breaking the expansion. SCV Scout will confirm the Colossus. Storm is almost done as well. He's got his High Templar. His Storm is almost ready. 3rd Colossus has arrived. Still no CC. Gerald trying to catch reinforcements. And he will find them. Gets a Marauder. Massive pickup. Drop into the natural. Again, pushing to 3 Colossus. The tanks are exposed. No, he loses 1. 2 tanks going down. Massive pickups. And Gerald, he will completely shut this down. Storm pops off. Big connections. And the tanks, they crumble. And with that, Gerald, he should clean this up. I say should. The Vikings, they will take down the Colossus, though. He gets 1, he gets 2. This is getting scrappy. Colossus are falling. Zelts are being cleaned up. Migs, can he break through? He cannot. Gerald holds. Gerald, he holds on. And remember, there was no expansion. Migs, he scans, sees there is no 4th, just now being thrown down as Migs gets a 3rd. Very late 3rd base. Again, this was a borderline all-in out of Vindicta. And he did reset the Colossus count, that is true. But I'm sure he was hoping for more. And he's being outscaled. He's already down 20 workers, by the way. He's down 20 probes. And it's going to get even worse here with this 4th base. Migs pulling back. Honestly, we could have seen a different outcome here if Vindicta, if he didn't lose his tanks, if the Zelts didn't come in from behind. He's scanning, looking for the expansion. Looking for the 4th. But that Zelt surround was brutal. And now Migs, he's stuck at home. He's stuck at home. Building up more ghosts, building up more Vikings. Observer does get eyes on the third CC, so Gerald, he should feel safe. The Liberator has arrived, not bad. Denies mining. We'll get a lot of damage done. That's EMP. Leading out Stalker. Oh, where's the blink? The blink here from Gerald. Catching out a handful of Stalkers. At the same time, 4 SCVs going down for 5 probes. Mig's still taking some losses. Gerald. Oh. Threatening a push. Yeah, distracting the main army. Zealots are coming from behind. They go for the mineral line. Getting more economic damage. And here comes Gerald, just sandwiching the army. Takes down the tank once again. Ooh, brutal storm of the Vikings. Storm pops up. Colossus, they break through. And Gerald, he is overwhelming. He will lose 1 Colossus. The storms, they keep connecting though. And there's still 1 Colossus left. Does survive. GG gets called as Vindicta is broken. And Gerald will take game number 1. Whew. GG. Gerald will take the first game. And again, Migs once again going for the same build, going for this 5-rack setup, pushing, committing on 2 bases. And alas, the third base was so incredibly late there for Vindicta. I do think there was potential when it came to his push, but that zealot surround was just so brutal, catching reinforcements, but more importantly, getting on top of the tanks. He was able to bring down 2 tanks with those zealots, and he only had the 1 tank left. Vindicta, he was pulled apart, and with that, GG. GG, well played. We're making our way into game 2, and I'm hoping for an ace match. Regardless of how this goes, I'm hoping for a game 3, but the pressure is now on Vindicta. Let's go. So in stats, if you're unfamiliar with these players, they're both pros. If you're familiar with Gerald, he's one of the best Protosses in all of Europe. Likewise, Vindicta, one of the best Terrans in the Americas region as well. Both players like what 6+ K MMR. At a certain point, you don't really care about MMR. Like, you're not like, oh, what's like Alasia's MMR? What's Lambo's MMR? Like, you just kind of accept their ranking, their placements. But here we go. We are getting into game number 2. And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Ley Lines, we have the Polish Protoss player, the Red Protoss representing Streamer Zone, leading the series 1-0. It is Gerald. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the blue Terran player. True. Yeah, the blue Terran from Land of the Americas for Platinum Heroes. It is Vindicta. I mean, the Raven did kill a lot of probes. True. Did get a lot of economic damage. But if you remember, he was killing probes, but at the same time, he was also losing some SCVs, and it wasn't quite enough to give Migs the edge he really wanted. Not quite enough. Weaker. So we are selling in. Again, for those that may be tuning in for the first time, this is a regular bi-weekly tournament. We did take a bit of a break during the Christmas holidays, of course, for Christmas and New Year's. So we did take a bit of time off, but now, of course, our tournaments are back. And they're open to all regions, all shapes, all sizes. Again, this event is a little bit more favored towards the NA/Korean time zone. Despite that, we get some very passionate, very dedicated European competitors like Jumi, like Nikic, like Gerald, Christiana. So I do appreciate it, always, always. Nikirat, Hatsu. A lot of players. Christiana, he was, I was messaging him before, after the series, and I was also, if you remember, I was talking about how Christiana, he's a rare sight in the Turtle Tussle, as he is not one of your typical degens when it comes to the European region. He said so himself, he was like, I'm not used to playing like this late, it's not quite worth it. It's like, it's all good, Pappy, it's all good. Definitely get some getting used to when it comes to playing deep late into the night. I know it's quite late in Poland. Quite late. But here we go, Reaper moves out, and we do have a Twilight Council opener out of Gerald. Let's go. It's going to be the Twilight Council. Once again, Migs does pull back. And is getting to his own 1-1-1 set. And we'll see how Vindicta does mix it up here. If at all. Oh, hello, Byhammer. Hello, hello. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenidos. Gerald did commit to the shade. He has to recall back home. As he does shut down the Reaper. Denies the scouts. Gerald did spot the starport, so he knows that there's no crazy 3-axe behind this or 2-1-1. Likewise, Migs did not get eyes on the tech. He's not aware of what's going on. Not yet. He's not fully aware. And Gerald breaks out, gains map control. Hallucination spots the Widowmine drop. This time it's going to be 2 Widowmines, not 1. And with that second hallucination, he can even just chase down the medevac. He can, and he will. So Gerald is fully aware. Is getting ready. Moves out with the Stalkers. Attempts to intercept. Oh. The Jigs. Makes he boost through the center. Gerald trying to keep up. He's on the way. He's rotating over. Drop doubles back. Gerald, he's looking. He's searching. He wants that medevac. And he gets his third base. Gets his third. Once again, as opposed to Christiana, we just see a faster Bay. That is a Bay before charge, before +1. So faster Colossus production from Gerald. Followed by +1 in charge. Back at home, Migs likewise building up as well. Going for his add-on swaps, getting to stim, getting to combat shields, +1. Oh, and here comes that Imba Raven, true. The Raven is coming. Stalkers, they get spotted. Observer does get eyes on the Raven. Gerald, he wants to hunt it down. He's on the way. And it looks like he will catch it. Couple of volleys, forcing it back. The Raven will survive. Oh my god. We'll barely make it out. Widowmine drill coming back in. But doesn't get much done. This makes he has to pull away. Once again, solid defense here by Gerald, keeping up with everything. With the Ravens, with the medevac drops. Vindicta's still just stuck at home, building up his forces. Raven coming back online. Headed towards the natural. Gerald's in position. He's ready with those stalkers. Oh. As he does slide both of those Widowmines. Bleeding out one stalker, but 2 Widowmines go down. Not bad. There's a recall back home. As Raven is still pinned out. Still stuck outside the natural. Widowmine drop as well. We have another double drop moving out. Vindicta looks like he wants to try to catch those stalkers again, but there aren't any stalkers. Not anymore. They were recalled. And Gerald's just building up. Just building up back at home. He's got his first, soon to be his second Colossus. Charge, +1. And this time, Migs going for a much faster 3rd CC. Yeah, 3rd CC finishing up at this point. So this time, a much more economic setup by Vindicta. He's nowhere near as committed. And I believe Gerald, he did confirm. He is aware. He knows he's safe, which means Gerald, he should soon be taking a 4th. As he saw the timing of the 3rd CC. Keen eyes there to Migs. Gets the Observer. Takes down the Observer. Northern Army gets forced back. Third base getting up and running. And we're still waiting for the fourth base here of Gerald. Has yet to throw it down. Going for a bit of a more delayed Temple Archives, working towards Storm. Migs, he's looking for the fourth base. It doesn't exist. Vindicta should be feeling pretty good about this. As Gerald, he doesn't have the best economy here that he otherwise should. Fourth base now on the way. And Migs is looking for it. Likewise rotating. Shatters to the turtle. Ah, it's waving. Making his way over. Gerald setting up spotted pylons. And for the most part, we just have posturing. He's looking for bases, that is true, but back at home he's just building up. So is Gerald. Storm is on the way. Soon to be up to 3 Colossi. Oh, sorry, soon to be up to 4, Jesus. 4 Colossus. No disruptors. Just Colossus into Storm. Oh, catches out the drop. Not bad. Marine's going down, going for the medevac. Medevac does survive. Gerald backs off. Now, as Gerald postures, he is getting ready here for a Zealot run-by. He's also ready to dive in towards that third. Migs has to be careful. Mind Jump coming back in. Finally gets a probe. Just the one. He's been waiting so long. Likewise, the Raven did come back home. And the supplies are comparable. Supplies are neck and neck. Kelchi's getting ready with those Zealots. I believe Vindicta, he barely caught a glimpse of them with that sensor tower. Yeah, he does spot the Zealots. Catching out a handful of them. At the same time, Gerald coming in from behind. Stalker's exposed. Sorry, tank is exposed. And he's going for it. He will get the tank. Nice pickup. And gets the tank for free. Zealots at the third base. 6 SCV kills. And this is just slowing Vindicta down. As he's trying to break out. Massive Storm. Oof. Doesn't kill anything. Does soften up the army. Gerald taking another expansion. Is that a 5th? I was like, did he get a 5th Colossus? Still up to 4. 4 Colossus. And Storm. Disruptor's now on the way. Gerald trying to collapse in. From multiple angles. Storm turns away. Yeah, Gerald, he has to back up. Decent EMPs. But he can't fight this head on. Has to pull back. That's 4 Colossus popping up. The Vikings go down. And Migsy gets caught out. The Colossus, the lasers. They force him back. Again, Migsy had a group of 6 Vikings, but they got completely shut down. And without Vikings, there's no secure way to get on top of this. Colossus just forcing their way in. And Migsy's going to be overwhelmed. GG gets called. A really rough fight in the center of the map. And Gerald, he will take the series 2-0, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Gerald, he will claim the series, will advance on. And Vindicta, he's going to be knocked out of the tournament. But regardless, a really strong showing here from Vindicta to make it to the semifinals, I should say. Likewise, there was a lot of posturing here. Both armies were almost maxing out, but just a really awkward angle of attack there for Vindicta. As a reminder, he got attacked from 3 different angles. There were 3 different armies coming in, converging. The Colossus towards the left, the Storms towards the right, the Zealots towards the center, and the Vikings, they got caught out. So the Vikings, they were the first to fall as they were exposed on the left-hand side. They went down to the Stalkers. And without the Vikings, there was no secure way to deal with that Protoss army or to deal with the Colossus. GG. GG, well played. Whew. And with that, we do have our first finalist, but the question becomes, who will join Gerald in those grand finals as we are getting ready here for our lower semis. And it looks like we have our matches ready for us. Oh, un momento. We have our series ready. It's going to be a ZVZ. Oh my god, I'm a little bit surprised. It's going to be Chem versus Nikic. Oh, as Nikic did take down Jimmy 2-1.